In this video tutorial, I'm going to introduce how to create data flow diagrams. Data flow diagrams represent the flows of data throughout the system. The four main components of data flow diagram include an external entity, which is a square with a name inside it, a data flow, which is an arrow with text above it, a data store, such as pupil file, which has a rectangle which is open on one end with another rectangle in it, and a process which has a box on top and it's a rectangle with rounded edges with text inside. Now, to compose these elements, the first thing to do is create the individual elements and then copy and paste them in your data flow diagram to save time. So the first thing you'll need is a text box. So we look at the insert on Microsoft Word. We're going to insert text box. We create a text box and I'll just put letter X in it right now. What I want to do is right mouse click and select format shape, and the format shape box comes up, and then I need to go down to text box and I need to reduce the margins to 0. So I come down here 0, 0, 0 and 0, and this will allow the text box to fit inside these spaces here without going over the line. So now I've created one text box which I can copy and paste, but first of all I also want to remove the outline. So I'll say no outline, and here's my text box. So I can copy and paste this to use it elsewhere. The next thing I want to do, the data store is a bit tricky. What I'll create is a rectangle, insert rectangle about that size, and I actually want, I'll click over here, I got black outlines. I'm going to create a second one. In the second rectangle I copied and pasted, so I copy and paste, no I didn't, I copy and paste, so I put one rectangle on top of the other and drag it out. So I'm just going to send this backwards, one, so I've got one on top of the other, and now I take the small one, copy and paste, and I'm going to move it down here over the end, drag it out just to cover up that line. I can make that a little bit more narrow, it's just covering up the line, and then what I need to do is get rid of the outline, no outline, and keep it white. And you can see if I just move it over a touch, it's covering up the line. I can take my text box now over here, I can copy and paste. So I get a copy and I drag it in here, and now I need to group all of the elements. So I have 1, holding down Control, 2, 3, did I lose that? And 4. And I right mouse click and group, and I think I lost some of them, so I group that, it doesn't matter. I group it, now I've got this element and this element, so I hold down Control, grab that element, right mouse click and group. And let's see, did I leave anything behind? Yeah, I left that other one behind. So I'm gonna move that over and just grab the next element, line it up, holding down Control, and let me get that one, and right mouse click and group. No, that seems to be everything grouped. Once it's grouped, I can select the entire element, copy and paste, and then I can still type and change the text in the text box, so that I can use it for more than one data store. So I keep this blank one here, which I copy and paste and use over again. To create the process, insert shapes, go for a rounded rectangle, and we have one. We select the appropriate color, copy and paste, place over on top, and lengthen this bit. Take our text, copy and paste, select all 3 items, right mouse click and group. Now I have my process box for the arrow, insert shape, arrow, and choose the appropriate thickness. For the entity, create a square. Now you try it.